Now here we have another barn find project. In this case it's a 1984 Honda VF1000R. Now this example we imported from Japan last year and has sat in our warehouse, and to be honest we're not going to get time to restore her or do any work, so we're happy to sell her as is. Now because she's 1984 she is classed as a historic vehicle, so does not require an MOT, does not require road tax, and of course is ULEZ compliant. We have fitted with a new set of tyres because the old ones were completely perished. So she's got a new set of Bridgestone BT46s front and rear, and we fitted a new battery. She starts and runs, but this bike will need refurbishing, will need looking at. The previous owner in Japan has customised her, has built a new exhaust system, which you're either going to love or hate, and has done some work on the cylinder heads, and there is no airbox on this bike, so when it runs it's a bit louder than normal and you can really hear the cam gear whine. I mean, interesting bike, the VF1000R. It was the first V4 with the gear driven cams, and they were very noted for that classic sound. Now this example has only covered 6,145 kilometres, which is about 3,900 miles. Now I can't confirm that mileage, but looking at things like disc wear front and rear, there is virtually none. So my gut feeling is the mileage is correct. The bike has just been a little bit neglected. The bodywork is all there in original. There's been some holes cut in here. These are all fiberglass are standard, easily repairable. Somebody's gone to the whole idea of lighting in this, because these are quite a heavy bike when they were launched. So there's lots of holes everywhere. Again, you can fix all this stuff, and it's in its original paintwork. Let's hear how she sounds. Not quite running on 4. As I said, it will need attention. Turn that off, it's a bit too loud for my poor ears. A good project bike. I mean, I know people out there collect these, and this is a good example to restore if you're that way inclined. So we're happy to export throughout the world, and we can arrange delivery anywhere in the UK. Just contact me for details. She'll be appearing on the website this weekend, which is our own website, which is classicandrare.co.uk, and she's also on Car and Classic YouTube and Instagram. People who know this model will see that that is the twin headlight Euro model, and indeed this is a Euro bike. Just because it was imported from Japan doesn't mean it could either have gone to Europe in the first place or never left Japan and was supplied as a sort of parallel import to the Japanese market. So you do get a lot of Euro bikes in Japan and American spec and all sorts, but this is not the American spec, this is the Euro spec bike, which started in 84. American model, I think they didn't get till 1985. So a lovely project on an iconic bike, lots of lovely features, cast aluminium swinging arm, and these quick release fork clamps, which were, as you can see there, very similar to what was used on the Honda RC30. And of course HRC did assemble these from what I understand. And a lot of the bodywork, as I said, is carbon fibre and fiberglass, very much like how an RC30 is built. The tank inside is good. It could do with a clean, but it's not rotten or rusty. And these do have a sort of lovely hand-built feel to them. Somebody's chopped the seat to lower it. I suspect the owner in Japan was a bit on the short side and wanted to do something special with the bike. But a lot of original parts on there and a good basis for a restoration. So if you want to hear from us, please do. And as I said, we're happy to export worldwide, and the bike will be available for sale all over the Christmas period. If you want to contact me or if you want more information, please feel free. We look forward to hearing from you. Many thanks.